What's up, everybody? It has been a while since I made any videos. I will be starting to get active now. Like, I'm actually making videos now. I finally did it. So after that, I'm not gonna lie, I immediately got back on Summoner's War. I was playing it for some bit, but I think I dropped it at like the beginning of when I started playing Unison League. I immediately got back into it and I don't regret it, but wow. So if you haven't played Summoner's War, it's a free mobile game and I honestly don't recommend it unless you just love like the characters and how they look and you're just playing it passively, because like it's a super grindy game. They didn't give jack for rewards. Like, you had to pay to get anything in the game. 5 stars, even 4 stars. You had to pay for them back then. Now, 4 stars are easy to get. Like, the rewards they give you, like, they give events and they just keep on giving, like, rewards on top of rewards on top of rewards. Like, back then, what used to be, like, $100, you could get within, like, 2 or 3 events. Because, like, once you get level 50, you don't have your big boy pants on. Like, you're just growing up from, like, baby steps. You just got out of early game when you're level 50. That's how bad it is. The level 50 is the max level. So that's saying something for Summoner's War. And compared to, like, playing something more casual, like, if you don't even play Pokemon competitively, I don't recommend getting into Summoner's War. Pokemon is easy to test out different strategies with different Pokemon and stuff, significantly more than it is Summoner's War because of runes, even just removing them. See, if removing them was free, it'd be a different story. I think testing different types of gameplay out would be a totally different scenario. But since it's not, it's a pain in the butt. Just removing runes is something, it costs something. And it sucks. Because testing out on that game is a lot harder. You gotta get lucky with the right stats. Even with, like, for those who play Genshin Impact, you know how artifacts work? Basically, runes work the same way in Summoner's War. They got main stat and 4 substats. They have 2 different types of reroll systems. They got one reroll system for 1 substat that you could choose, guaranteed. Like, if you want to switch, like, your HP stat to crit damage, you could, if you get lucky enough to get the gem to change that, you could change that. You could change any substat into any substat one time. One time, not all of them, but only one, and then it's stuck that way. And then they have these reprisal stones that allow you to randomly change all 4. So if you didn't like what you got and you're not satisfied with just re-rolling just one of them, one of the substats, you could change all 4 of them with the reprisal stones, and those themselves are a pain. Both of them are a pain in the butt to get the right ones for. This is how much Summoner's War I've been playing. I got 115 LD scrolls. When I first started, until I got to like later mid-game where I actually was able to do Giants basement 10 by myself, I didn't start working on these. So it took like a year after playing, getting back into Summoner's War to actually get these things. So like, now that I have them, very, very nice. But that's how much I've been playing Summoner's War. If you don't believe me, you can look up how much time it takes to get that type of LD scrolls. Anyways, yeah, so I've been playing Summoner's War crap ton. Even during work, when I used to work at Little Caesars. I don't work there anymore. Watch Bleach, the series Bleach, 2 extra times. I've already watched it once, like when I was 15. I watched it again because when I was working, I started seeing more lore, and I never noticed that, and it got me intrigued into watching it again. So I finally watched that, and then I watched it a second time. Most of the series. Not all of it, but we probably missed like 30 to 50 episodes, but most of the series, about 300 episodes with my brother. So I rewatched that twice. I get started on Japanese a tad bit, and I drop it. And I'm back into it now. And I don't think I'm ever going to forget hiragana. It's going to take years for me to forget hiragana now. Next thing I was doing, this one sucked. I didn't think I was actually, I'm not sure if I told you guys on YouTube when I was playing Unison League, but I was completely against, 100% against watching Naruto or One Piece because they were too incredibly long. They were way too long to watch. Like, stupid long to watch for no reason. Oh my god. But I started getting into YouTube, took me from Bleach lore to Naruto lore, and I'm like, fine, I'll watch Naruto. Because I played all the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games, like, years ago, and I became really good at it. Like, online, the highest level I could fight online for, like, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, back, I think, in 3 or maybe Revelations, I started fighting level 40s. So I was pretty dang good at the game. I was pretty dang good. I could clap cheeks like no other. Um, so I started becoming interested. That's how I got interested in Naruto lore. Bleach, YouTube took me from Bleach to Naruto, but because I played Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm and I was hearing things that I didn't think I was gonna hear about it, I was like, let me check this out. I started getting into that. I quickly start eating at me. I'm like, I wish I could watch it. I really do, but I'm against it. I cannot break the code. But one day, one day, I logged on. I think it was Kiss Anime. It was still running. I might be wrong. I might have watched it on something else, but I think Kiss Anime was still running at the time. Well, when I saw regular Naruto, and I was looking at regular Naruto, I saw 200 something episodes. And I'm like, wait a second. So, y'all said it was mighty long. It's not looking mighty long. So I start Naruto. I'm like, okay, 200 episodes. That's easy. Easy clap, bro. I could do that any day. Not any day, but I could do that with a decent amount of free time. So I start watching Naruto. I get to the end of it. And I'm like, yeah, that's great and all, but we're missing like the whole Shippuden segment. What's going on? I look, and Shippuden has 500 episodes. I sat there, and I do not kid you, I sat there for 10 minutes stressing. I felt like I was sweating. I probably wasn't. I was like groaning. I was in pain looking at how many episodes that I had to get through. I had to get through of Shippuden before I finally finished Naruto. Like, it was freaking bad. I've never sat there and thought about something that hard. I mean, I might have, but I don't remember sitting there thinking about something that hard like I thought about whether I should continue or drop the series. I actually did it. I actually took time out of my day and actually did it. So I started Shippuden, and about 100 episodes in or so, I reapplied to Sam's Club. Because Sam's Club, it was hard. It wasn't hard for me to get in Sam's Club. It's just the time that I was trying to fill out an application or go there to like do anything, I couldn't because the hiring manager was never there by the time I was finished working. I got the job, but I was also working Little Caesars. So I had two different jobs. Guess what I finally got? I got me a new PC. And I got me a PS4 now. I also got me a Nintendo Switch. Another thing I was doing, I played the crap ton out of Pokemon Sword and Shield when it first came out. When I first got Sword and Shield, I completed the whole Pokédex and everything. Up until, like, when the first DLC came out, that's when I actually stopped playing. So about August, I started playing Honkai. Third Impact. Now, those of you that are familiar with Genshin Impact, the Honkai Third Impact is made by the same company. As far as that goes, canon-wise, so far, they don't directly have anything to do with each other, like, at all. Apparently, they are somewhat connected, but they're not connected, like, story-wise whatsoever. Neither realms, neither exist. But yes, for Honkai, if you're looking for a mobile game that you just want to have on your free time, do something with on your free time, and you like hack and slash, well, not hack and slash, but just fighting stuff, Honkai is a game I highly recommend if you do fit in those categories. It is extremely fun for a mobile game, not altogether, not all games in general, but a mobile game. Very fun, one of the best mobile games I've played. And I recommend it. The only thing I do hate about the game is the fact that, again, it's another gacha system. It's not as bad as Genshin Impact. I've also been playing Genshin. I started Genshin, I started Honkai around maybe late March, maybe early April. I started Genshin in about August. Both of them 2021. And I made quite the progression this game. This game was very, very fun to play. Basically because it felt like Zelda. I'm not gonna lie. It felt like Zelda. It felt like Zelda, Honkai, and another game. And I'm still doing that right now. What I'm currently doing is playing Genshin, playing Honkai, working on my Japanese, and I'm starting to get back into YouTube, and I'm also doing a little bit of TikTok testing. Where is the Azarath going to go? Well, I can tell you one thing for certain. Definitely not playing Unison League. I actually don't have... I had it on this phone for a tad bit, but I basically deleted it. I uninstalled it, and I do not plan on installing it back, as it's a couple gigs, and that'd definitely be a waste of space for something I probably won't be playing at all unless somebody wants to whale for my account. Then I might consider getting back into the game. But other than that, I mean, my account has been basically behind a lot of stuff. I basically missed a lot of collabs, and it's been a bit tainted by an acquaintance of mine, as I've been on for after I start getting 2 jobs. Like, I got busy. I've only been on like maybe like once a month, or like once every other month. Now it was once a month. So basically what I will be doing from here on out with YouTube is I'm going to be doing multiple channels. I'm going to be doing multiple things. Because with YouTube, the issue with YouTube is your channel, once you're known for something, you have to stick with it. I mean, you can transfer if it makes sense to something else, but you gotta kind of like intelligently move into that. It's gonna portionally help me, YouTube is, to get in touch with people and to have friends, while also being able to do what I want to at the exact same time. And that's primarily why I'm getting back into YouTube. And I do hope, as you guys go through me with this journey, I hope you grow too with me. Not just me alone. I want you guys to also grow with me. That is also another goal I have. Is I want my audience to grow with me. See, here's another thing I'm going to be doing with my separate YouTube channels. I'm going to have maybe a channel or two that's going to be based on just trying to get people, subscribers. But a majority of the channels that I'm actually going to love and work on, they're going to be based around getting the right people. Like, these channels are going to be like channels where I don't care how many subscribers I have. I'm just looking to get like genuinely like good people, like a great audience, like people that I could resonate with, people I can like vibe with, for people that like we could sit down and say we have same things, or like I could give advice to and help grow along with me. Help people that actually sit down and enjoy my content as much as I'm enjoying being on the screen laughing randomly on whatever the heck I'm doing next. That is what I primarily am looking to get. I will be making generic maybe like 1 or 2 generic channels that are basically just trying to get subscribers and views so I can get in my bag. But most of my channels are going to be based around just doing what I actually want to do. So that's everything from there. Hopefully you guys that are with me right now, at least whoever is still with me, continues to enjoy my content, gets to travel along this awesome journey, and I hope to see you and some of my other videos.